Hi, good morning, Professor. So, this is my week one discussion concept. I am Pooja Dhuggenahalli Shivanna. I do not have any nicknames, and this is my presentation for the week's one discussion question. So, going forward, the agenda of today's presentation is going through the major concepts that we have studied in chapter 1 and 2, and then trial balance and its purposes, and also how to learn how to prepare the balance sheet from a trial sheet and then goes on to the references. So the major concepts that I went through in chapter 1 and 2 are accounting in cash versus accrual accounting, the budgeting, financial statements, analysis of variances, and capital investment and evaluation of strategic initiatives. Moving forward, what is trial balance and its purposes? Basically, a company cannot run without a trial balance. A trial balance is a list of all the general ledger accounts contained in a ledger in a business. It is basically prepared at the end of the accounting period. Usually, it will be monthly or quarterly or annually to ensure that the total debts equal to the total credits. In a mathematical mistake in any accounting system would be shown by a debt or credit balance that is not equal. The financial health of a corporation may be determined by using a trial balance to create a financial statements. The main purposes of a trial balance is to identify the errors. If there are any primary purposes of a trial balance, it is to identify an error in a double entry bookkeeping system. The next purpose is to internally control the mechanism for businesses. It helps to ensure the accuracy and integrity of an accounting records. The next purpose of a trial balance is to prepare a financial statement. It is a necessary information for a company to prepare other financial statements such as income statement and balance sheets. Next purpose is to facilitate analysis. So the trial balance provides a concise summary of all the account balances, allowing for easier analysis of a financial data. Then next purpose is for an audit trial. A properly prepared trial balance, it serves as an audit trial for external auditors. Moving forward, let's go through how to prepare a balance sheet from a trial balance. So there are these are the steps to be followed. First, you have to identify a balance sheet account, then organize those accounts, then you have to prepare a balance sheet, and then you have to list the assets, list the liabilities, and the calculate equity, and then verify the equation. So this is one of the example. Here you can see the table which shows the accounts and the debit and the credit. It shows the cash, account receivable, inventory, equipment, accounts are payable, loan payable, common stock, and retained earnings. So going through the steps, that is, we have identified a balance sheet account, and we have organized the account. Then we have prepared the balance sheet. Now let's list the assets and the liabilities. So the asset is the cash, that is 20,000, and account receivable, that is 15,000, inventory, which is also 25,000, and the equipments, it is 50,000 from the credit side. So these are all our assets. Coming to the liabilities, one of the liability is the account which has to be paid, that is 18,000, and then the loan that has to be paid, that is 30,000. Coming to the equity, there is common stock of 40,000, and then the retained earnings from the previous balance sheet, maybe that would be 22,000. So coming on to preparing a balance sheet, so the assets in cash is 20,000, accountable accounts receivable is 15,000, inventory is 25, and the equipment being 50,000. The total assets come up to $110,000. So the liabilities are accountable accounts payable, that is 18,000, and the loan payable, that is 30,000, which comes up to be a total liability of 48,000. Coming to equity, it is common stock of 40,000 and retained earning of 22,000. So the total equity comes up to 62,000. So the total of liability and equity is 110,000. So at the end, the last final step is to assess the total assessments and to balance out. So your total asset, which is 110,000, should be equal to the total of the liability and the equity, which is also 48 plus 20 62,000, coming up to 110,000. This will confirm that the this is confirming that the balance sheet equation is balanced. So this is the example of creating a balance sheet from a trial sheet. So these are the references. Thank you.